Alright, so this is pretty straightforward. It's just a cube root of an integer. So if I have the cube root of 1,000, this is could also be written as 1,000 to the 1/3. And so all I'm looking for is what's the one number multiplied by itself, in this case 3 times, that gets me 1,000. And so because it's all zeros there, I know that it's some factor of 10. So I know that if I go 10 times 10 times 10, which is 10 to the third, that is equal to 1,000. Now, what that means then is 1,000 is actually 10 to the third power to the 1/3. Now remember, when I have a base and an exponent to another exponent, I simply multiply the two exponents together. So what you got here is 3 times 1/3. Well, 3 is really 3 over 1, and so this is going to be 3 over 3, and 3 over 3 is just 1, right? So therefore, the answer that you're going to wind up with here is simply 10, because that's the one number multiplied by itself 3 times to get 1,000. So if I choose another number here, let's say the cube root of 125. So what's the one number multiplied by itself 3 times that gets you 125? So this is 5, excuse me, so this is 125 is what I meant to write, to the 1/3. And now I can actually go through and I can test every number, right? And then go 2 times 2 times 2, and then 3 times 3 times 3, and I can do that. However, the nice thing about when you have a 5 is, as the last digit, you know it's got to be some multiple of 5. So just start with 5 in this case. So 5 times 5 times 5, which is 5 cubed, which is, a matter of fact, if you type that into your calculator, you'd find out that it is actually 125. So I'm going to replace 125 with 5 cubed. Those will cancel, and so my answer is 5. Let's do one more. Let's call it the cube root of 64. Okay, which is really 64 to the 1/3. Now looking at this one, it's like, oh well, it's an even number. Okay, so I've got to find a number multiplied by itself 3 times that gives me 64. I'm not sure exactly where to start, but I know it's even, so it's probably going to be 2, 4, 6, 8. It's going to be one of those, more than likely. So let's see. But you know what? I'm going to do a different strategy here. I'm going to take 64, and I am just going to do a prime factorization model. Okay, the other way you guys would have been used to seeing this would be this. They are the same thing. And what I'm noticing here is I've got 2 groups of 2, 2 groups of 2, 2 groups of 2. There's 2 groups of 2, 2 groups of 2, and 2 groups of 2. Well, 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 2 is 4. Aha! So there's the 4, the one number multiplied by itself 3 times that gives you 64 is, as a matter of fact, 4 cubed to the 1/3. So therefore these cancel, and my answer is 4. All right? So that's another method that you can use for that. Or you can do the 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Okay, so you could do it that way as well. All right, you just pick.